What's up, Roxstars? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with a review for Greenleaf, Season 3, Episode 7. Let me just make it clear that this is the fucking second time that I'm doing this! I did this whole damn video, and I pushed the button, and I erased it, I guess. I'm just so fucking annoyed. So fucking annoyed. This has been a day. Let's get to it, shall we? Alright, you guys, so the show opens with Grace looking at the crime scene photos from the murderer, the girl that they are thinking about representing, the church and this legal defense fund that she has. And of course, she's looking at the pictures, and they're real graphic and horrible and bloody and gross and nasty. And she's having flashbacks of her fight. Remember how horrible that fight was that she had with Mac. I still feel like that is one of the most realistic and terrible fights that I have seen on TV in a long time, okay? And even when she did the little flashback, I kind of felt like, ooh, a little nervous when I saw it. She's so deep in thought. Sophia comes in there, interrupts her, pulls her back. Mom, what are you looking at? Oh, don't worry about it. How can I help you, baby? And she says, well, can you talk to Granny about the little Saints class? Sophia just can't do it, okay? And she done made it clear. And Lady May don't want to take no for an answer. Sophia has no plans of going to the church again, and she don't even know if she believes in God anymore. You sure about that, girl? You don't tell your granny that. She'll have you up at 5 a.m. with Zora. Sophia can't even laugh about it. Will you talk to her or not? Grace says, okay, she will. Speaking of Zora, she is in bed. Okay, at first I saw Lady May go in there trying to wake her up. I thought she was getting her up for her 5 a.m. Bible study call, but nope. It is Zora's birthday. That's right. Zora's turning 18. I said, child, it's about to start. But you got to get up. Her mom and dad are on their way over. They're going to have a breakfast for her, a birthday breakfast, and give her gifts and celebrate and all of that. So get up, let's get this day going. At the same time, we see Bishop go in there to talk to Charity. Okay, Charity, probably done tied one on, can't really, still sleep, laid out, whatever. He tells her, to get up because Lady May is having this thing at 7 a.m., okay? Zora on lockdown, 7 p.m., can't shit go down around there, so we got to do it in the morning. And, Charity's like, when is Mama gonna get her life together? And Bishop says, well, when are you gonna get your life together? And she says, excuse me, when are you moving out? And I said, excuse me, when are you moving out? Shit. And then they got their damn nerves grown and shit, still living at the house. I mean, it's fine. The house is huge and everything, but I'ma still need you to know your damn place, Charity. Bishop was like, excuse me? And she says, oh, Daddy, it's not like that, But he was just like, I miss you. Okay, and he sits down and he hugs her. You can tell he's worried about his Charity. Okay, these are always those moments that when Bishop gets on our fucking nerves, we at least can be reminded that somewhere inside, Bishop is actually a good guy. And not somewhere inside, he's good. He's just got, he's just got real life problems. After he gives her a hug, he just tells her, I hope you can make it down. Well, I don't think Charity made it down, but that's okay. The rest of them are there. They celebrating the birthday of Zora, 18 years old. Happy birthday to you. She blows out the candles, and Zora Mama, that's her name from now on. I'm not fixing to argue with you guys over what the bitch name is. See, y'all got me calling her all out her name. She ain't did shit to me. But y'all keep on telling me. Half of y'all was correcting me in the comments last week, and y'all didn't even have the bitch name right. Okay, so from now on, she's Zora Mama. That's it. Shit. Zora Mama got an envelope for her, gives it to Charity. Oh, what is this? Not Charity, child. Zora. Oh, what is this? Is it my phone? Nope, not that. Okay, but she opens it up and it's 2 tickets to go see Hamilton tomorrow. And Lady May says, oh, that's too bad. Okay, too bad she ain't gonna be able to make it. Remember, she on punishment. Zora Mama was like, wait a minute, no. She's 18. It's her birthday. Like, why can't we go? And, that's when Lady May in her very dramatic way talks about how, basically we done did the damn punishment. We can't let it slide. I don't care how nice and everything is right now. She gotta learn. And when Zora Mama look up at Jacob was like, Mama right. Okay, so Zora's mad. Zora Mama mad. I said, y'all don't realize that this girl has 1 foot out the door. And you probably pushed that other one right on out after her now. But May can't worry about it. She got to get to the church. She got to get her plans on deck for a day with Lady May. So she's talking to Corinne and also Maxine's Corinne. Okay, her secretary, her right-hand woman. And they're trying to settle on the location, the venue where this day with Lady Mae will take place. All the places that they're talking about is too small though. And Maxine's girl is like, why can't we just do it here at the church? And Lady Mae says, you know what? I love that idea. And Corinne says, well, wait a minute. Bishop is having this silver jubilee. Lady Mae was like, fuck, it's a silver jubilee. Well, he's having it here at the church. And Lady Mae was like, this nigga ain't told me nothing. And she says, well, you know what, Lady Mae, I will ask him. And Lady Mae says, no, you ain't got to worry about it. Okay, I will talk to the bishop. Don't worry, pretty little head, none about it. Okay, now she has summoned Grace to her office when the meeting is over. And she tells Grace, listen, the CEO for the Boys and Girls Club is coming down here. I don't have time to talk because I got to handle the day with Lady Mae stuff. Okay, so can you talk to him? And Grace says, absolutely not. I'm on my way down to the jail. And she says, to the jail? What, you guys still trying to help that murderer? And she says, Mama, she is a victim. She says, she don't sound like no victim to me. Look, I am trying to make the day with Lady Mae the whole talk for the next 6 weeks leading up to the event. You should be trying to work with me and with this instead of running down there and helping some woman that done bludgeoned her husband to death with a damn hammer. Grace shakes her head and says, Mama, it's a death penalty case, all right? But Lady Mae don't give a damn. Grace says, I ain't got time to be sitting up here with some glorified pep rally. Lady Mae, is that what you and Wicked City Woman Rochelle calls it? Grace is like, oh, Mama, I have my reasons for working with her. Actually, Grace is trying to see what the hell Wicked City Woman Rochelle is doing from the other end. So you ought to be happy that Grace is, even though Grace ain't really getting nowhere. Lady Mae says that she is sadistic and spiteful. And Grace is like, you're right, Mama, that's me. Grace is always the bad guy. But anyway, Grace goes on down to the jail. Okay, now I'm not quite sure why we got to be sitting in the middle of the jail. Like it wasn't no conference room. It wasn't no damn, interrogation room, where you sit down and the lawyer and the people. I mean, we in the middle of the jail, but maybe that's how they do. I don't know too much about what go down in jail. They bring Coralie down. Was I the only one that was just, I don't know why. I was shocked that the girl was white. I mean, I should have known that the guy was white. So I just didn't think it was going to be white. Not that it mattered. Child, it don't matter. But, the girl's like, oh, who are you? And Grace says she's from the church. And she was just like, oh, I don't need my soul saved. I don't believe in God, so that's all right. And Grace is telling her, no, I'm here to help. Okay, now I don't know how much help Grace gonna be because the minute Grace sat down in the jail, she started having flashbacks again of Mac. And I said, Grace, now we done been through this, baby. Now, hopefully you gonna be able to. I thought you was okay. Now you having, PTSD from this whole thing still? Okay. But Grace assures her that she's there to help her. So the girl starts to tell her the story of, how, her husband, he was just a horrible, he was just a drag, just a terrible, miserable man, always threatening the kids, hadn't done nothing to the kids, but just always a constant threat to them. And to the point where Coralie couldn't take it no more, had to put the hammer to the head. She's telling Grace her story, and Grace has made it up in her mind that she is going to help her. That when Grace leaves there, she's taking on home, she's talking to Darius, she's telling him how, I forgot to tell you guys about a part. When she had went to the jail, before she saw Coralie, she was stopped by the DA that's handling the case. And you know how these old schmarmy characters are on this show for some reason. When they bad, they real bad, okay? And the DA is, basically telling her, like, he knows about how she got off easy with that whole Mac case. She better be treading lightly because this girl that she's trying to represent is not no victim. She is a murderer. You don't know nothing about it. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. So she's telling Darius about how, she thinks that it's going to be a problem because the DA had already threatened her and told her that she was going to, that he was going to, bring up her case and how she got off easy with Mac. And Darius was like, well, I mean, that don't really matter because you were acting in self-defense, weren't you? Grace was like, kind of just like Shanae, killed one. He was just like, weren't you acting in self-defense? You were, right? Okay. Yeah, well, she don't really give an answer one way or the other, just kind of looking off into space. I mean, even though it was self-defense, she probably could have, I don't even know if she could have saved Mac, but she actually did sit there and watch the man die. I mean, even when they showed the flashback and he was, the blood was gurgling in his throat, he was like, call the police. It's just like, oh, it's such a horrible scene. So, yeah, is Grace innocent? Not completely. Now let's jump over to Bishop. He calls Percy Lee, and he has a favor to ask, but right when he's about to ask it, Lady May walks in the door, so, he hurries up and gets off the phone. How can I help you, Lady May? Oh, who was that? Was that Wicked City Woman Rochelle? No, it was not. It was Percy Lee. Now, what do you want? She says, are you aware that Grace is using church funds to go and represent this murderer? Do you think that's a good idea, considering, what's going on with the church? Okay, this is not good PR. And especially with the IRS thing going on. Well, Bishop, we have been afforded a way to help. He's intending on helping this woman. He's got, she's got his support. He also tells her how he's got a way to pay this damn bill, and Lady May need to quit tripping. She was just like, well, how do you plan on paying this bill? And he says, with cryptocurrency. And she says, I knew it. I knew it. You talking to that damn Wicked City Woman Rochelle, huh? Okay, and he says it ain't just Wicked City Woman Rochelle, it's also MSNBC and all of the financial pundits out there that will tell you that cryptocurrency is it. I'm gonna have this money in 2 weeks, baby. 2 weeks plus some, okay? If you would just go on and give them money from our account together, because I done already gave all my money. And she said, it's gonna be the coldest day in hell, and you still ain't getting this money from me. Are you crazy for you to give to Wicked City Woman Rochelle? Absolutely not. Okay, so I don't know what you're gonna have to do. You ain't getting it from this way. No, figure out another way. But I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, Lady May, now, if it's both y'all on that account, he has access to it. He don't really have to have your permission. So if you was really up on game and you was really thinking, you would go and move that money before Bishop got to it. But child, who am I? Jumping back over to Percy Lee, suddenly he calls Charity out the blue. I said, oh, maybe this is what Bishop wanted to talk to Percy Lee about, okay? And Charity's like, why are you calling me again? She knocked out on the couch, pajamas, chilling. He says, well, he owns a funeral home, it looks like, and, they need somebody to come down there and sing. The person that he was supposed to have, is not there, didn't show up, yada, yada, yada. Can you come do it? Well, of course, Charity doesn't feel like doing it. But he, please, can you just an A and B selection? That's all I'm asking for. Next scene, we see her. She done got gussied up and took her ass on down to the funeral, and she's singing, okay? And hey, seems like she feels pretty comfortable up there. Maybe this was just a little push that she needed to go back in the right direction. Okay, afterwards she sit down and she got her bottle of water. Percy Lee come up with a glass of, little brandy shot or something. And she, no, I had enough of that. Let me just handle this water. But she was just telling them how drained she felt, and just the sorrow, the grief, the people in the funeral. Percy Lee give her some words of encouragement. I said, look how Percy Lee trying to be nice, even though in real life, okay, the man that plays Percy Lee is a mean ass. I used to get my hair braided by this girl, and she lived a couple of doors down from him. And when I tell you, he used to be mad as fuck if any of them kids barely touched the corner of his grass, he was going off. One time I was there, and he actually came over there, and I'm talking about read her and the little boy the rights about his grass. You better not even touch the corner of the nigga grass. Okay, here he is on the TV just playing the nicest man. I said, ooh, personally, you mean motherfucker just came cankerous, child. You know how these old people be. Anyway, let me get back to the show. We see Corinne, she telling the Bishop how she about tired of Lady May, day with Lady May, trying to get this shit, coordinated with Maxine's girl. How it's just getting to be something big. Bishop is looking at the paperwork and he was like, security? Okay, what do they need security for? And she was just like, well, Maxine, there's a whole lot going on. So Bishop goes into Lady May's office and he was just like, what is this about security? His day with Lady May is going to be something big, right? It sure is. Well, why are we incurring all these extra expenses? Okay, why can't Maxine pay for it if this is going to be such her big event? Lady May was like, oh, you up here mad about what ain't nobody told you? What about the Silver Jubilee that I ain't never fucking heard of until yesterday? He was just like, I'm not going to argue with you, May. Okay, just remember our deal. After this is all done, okay, you are going to leave. And she says, when this is all done, Lady May, day with Lady May is all over. Okay, I will go where the Lord leads me. And I hope that you will go where he leads you as well. I was like, so tell me Lady May ain't going nowhere. So So now Bishop, he's stressed out, worried, in his office, having him a drink, and who should walk in but Wicked City Woman Rochelle. And Bishop, just the lady that I want to see. Somebody called him Bishop Fitz Greenleaf. I said, that is the perfect name. She was just like, oh, how do I, you so happy to see me. Why is that? And he says, because I got the money. Okay, not only has he got his half, but he got him and May's other half. I said, Bishop, no, you did not go and steal that lady money. I said, ooh, I tell you something. You can't have these shared accounts with these niggas, okay? You need some money, I'm gonna go get it out for you. Me up in my shit like that. Oh, I would have been sick. And Lady May was none the wiser, but she found out, didn't she? Because when Maxine's girl and Corrine go in there and they tell her they need some money for something, Lady May was like, oh, that's no problem. Okay, she's snapping and doing all of that. She tapping on the computer trying to, read up, and she's like, hold on. Something is not right here. I said, girl, it ain't there. Maxine girl says the money we gotta pay it by the end of the day. And she says, you know what? Let me handle this. Now Lady May got to go in there and talk to Bishop. Okay, so she walk in there and she says, you emptied out our shared account. He tells her that it's going to be more than that in 2 weeks, okay? The financial pundits and all of that, and everybody say it's going to happen, insider trading. And she says, I want you out of this house. Well, Bishop was one step ahead of her. He already had made arrangements to go live with Percy for a little while. He leaving in the morning. God damn it, no, you not. You leaving tonight. And listen, don't you leave nothing behind. I'm talking about don't leave a robe belt. I'm talking about don't leave no socks. Don't leave your flip-flops. Nothing. Get your ass on. Bishop does not argue with her, as you wish, dear. Okay, next thing we see Bishop show up at was it at the mortuary? I was like, man, is that Percy house or is that the mortuary? Wherever it is, that's where Bishop going to lay his head. And we see Grace go home. She sees Sophia upset, crying, screaming on the ground in the bathroom. She's tearing up the pages and she's putting it in the toilet. Okay, and Grace stops her like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Your grandfather gave you this Bible. Sophia's just crying like, I just want to forget it. Like she just wants to not deal with God anymore. She wants God to let her go. She regrets getting baptized and saved. Okay, she just don't want no parts of any of this anymore. Poor little Sophia. That Grace has a lot on her mind, but she still does have time enough to go and bail Coralie out. Okay, Coralie was surprised to see her, and she was like, yeah, you should be surprised, okay? But I'm here to help. I said I was going to help, and I'm going to do this. So they are taking on this case. Now let's jump over to Triumph. It seems that Jacob and Zora Mama is arguing over, the decision to leave Zora at Lady May's house. And, Jacob is like, puts his foot down like, I said, Mama know best. And Zora Mama says, if your mama knew best, then it wouldn't take me almost 20 years to get your ass from being the way that you were. Okay, remember he was a philanderer. She was just like, I am going to go talk to this woman. He says, well, go ahead. She said, I ain't asked you for no damn permission. Shit. Okay, so she leaves out. So now, Jacob got the weight of the world on his shoulders, and here come Tasha the skank, of course. And she got some papers for him to sign, of course. And while he's signing and looking troubled, she's looking at him, and her sixth sense somewhere inside says, what's wrong? He says that he shouldn't tell her. She says, listen, okay, you can go on and tell me. Just go on and let me know, boo-boo. What is the matter with my baby? And he says, have you ever been accused of somebody that you were? People won't never let that part of you die. Now you a better person and people still want to talk about what you did in the past. Like Zora Mama always going around talking about his past. I mean, you did it, nigga, so she should be able to throw it out every now and again. Shit. Even though it was kind of a low blow, but still. She says, oh, I have. I ain't always been holy and righteous with this big old TI nameplate on my She want to tell him how, she used to be out in the clubs and, shaking her ass and watching herself. And I said, bitch, we already know. We seen the video. But she a new woman. She a new woman now. She don't even do that shit no more. I said, let's call Tiny. See what Tiny got to say. So she understands exactly where Jacob is coming from, and he looks like he need a hug. So she bring it in, baby, bring it in, So she gone and she hug him, and then she back up, and then she look at him, and next thing you know, they kissing. I said, not in the church office, Jacob. Your wife just told you that your old no good ass used to be out here humping on women, and here you go doing it again. Child, I was like, ooh, somebody gonna walk in that office, but nobody does. But of course, Jacob now feels bad. Okay, now he on his way home, he in the car, he look in the mirror, and he noticed he got maybe some lipstick or some shit on his. I said, well, what you was doing all this for? Where was she kissing? I thought y'all was just doing a quick little pat. Child, he get some out the back seat. I said, how many fucking mirrors did Jacob pass before he got to the car? Nigga, you couldn't go into the men's bathroom and get yourself together. You gonna wait till you get in the car. Then he tried to wipe the makeup off, and he puts it back down in the back seat because somebody is honking, you know, because the nigga is in the middle of the street. Can you get out the way? They honking, telling him to move, and he says, okay, and he just throws a thing back there in the back, so you already know that's what's gonna catch him. But he go home and he take a shower, okay, feeling dirty, you know, old Jacob all on him. So he get out the shower and he sees Zora mama sitting on the couch, and he says, you know, I want to go on and talk, you know, about Zora. Did you talk to my mom? And she says, no. Okay, well, there ain't even no sense in going there. And he says, well, you know, we can go on and get Zora and bring her on home. And she says, oh, really? You know, what made you change your mind? I said, the nigga guilty. He is over there sucking and slobbing face with that old Tasha the skank. That's why. But he says, oh, he just prayed on it. I said, I bet your ass did. So Zora mama says, okay, good, you know, and I'm sorry, I should not have brought up, you know, about your past, you know, what you did in the past. You know, you a good dad, you a good man, good dude. Okay, I was just mad. Now let's go get our baby. So then, of course, you know, Jacob and Zora mama, I guess they getting themselves together. They about to go over there and get Zora. And, you know, they happy and everything is back good. And, you know, Zora mama's and, you know, she's in high spirits. She just wants her daughter to know that when they turn her out into the world and she's got to fend for herself, that her mama and her daddy love her. So this is good that she's coming on home. All right. Now we see Zora. Zora's about to get the fuck out of Dodge and Lady May house. She at the house, she getting shit out of the closet and putting it on the bed and all of this. You know, Lady May come in there and tells her, I think that you should do the Little Saints class, you know, now that Sophia ain't up to it. And I said, Lady May, now come on now. I mean, I know we, you know, Zora ain't no devil or nothing, but still, you could tell that this ain't that child's thing. Zora's like, yeah, that ain't for me. I don't even really like kids like that. Lady May tells her that, you know, if she does it, it'll give her a deeper sense of self, you know, and that she'll feel a certain, you know, a positive way about her own self if she's out there helping these children. Yep, can't do that. You know what you all rushing and what you doing with all your clothes and stuff anyway? And she says, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Okay. She packing her clothes. I'm thinking she talking about going with her mama, but it don't look that's what she's talking about doing. She got her cute little shirt on, and it was just as cute as can be. Lady May says, you going where now? When you doing that? And she says, about 10 minutes. Okay, me and El DeBarge, little El DeBarge, we gonna run off in the world together. I said, you should have known that was gonna happen, honey. She closed up that suitcase and walked it right on out the door. Okay, that child gonna end up pregnant, or even worse, something bad is gonna happen to her. We already see it coming. Alright, you guys, let me hurry up and get off of here. Now I gotta do top of the blogs, and I don't even really have much time. Anyway, you guys, make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright, so I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, Roxstars. Bye.